found guilty of committing the unmentionable acts. The punishment as sentenced by the judgment is death by hanging. Do you have any last words?
I want to tell you a story. Let me take you back in time. Welcome to Anhedonia. All that's left. Emotions are forbidden, and everyone's hearts are locked away in cages. Amidst the ashes, only Anhedonia remains. What was to be a new beginning was the end. The end of expression. Memories were lost, and color faded away with time. Speaking of time, it's 13 o'clock. The guards probe the town for any signs of emotion. At the Emotional Correctional Facility, a gentleman is being reformed for exhibiting cheerful behavior. Behind its perennial walls, citizens are cleansed of feelings and born again pure, void of dangerous thoughts. Two lovebirds watch a raven soar above them and remind society of the penalties for committing the unmentionable acts. No one wept. Today's couples are more arranged, bound to each other in ceremony by numbers on their wrists. Almost time for curfew. Listen to the voices of Anhedonia. Across town, the sirens ring and citizens recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the great citizenship of Anhedonia, to keep my heart protected and locked in its cage, to uphold the great declaration of solitude under the judgment that leads us not into intimacy and guards us from the temptation of love.
How content they have grown, how they have forgotten. Each evening, a ghastly silhouette loomed over the night sky. Some said it was merely the moonlight playing tricks, but urban legend painted a monster trapped in the glass of its own folklore. It's here that our story begins.
I have always been alone, hiding in a place where no one goes, dripping in the comfort of the night, wearing solitude as my disguise. If I were to die, would someone know? I have always been detached, silent, strange, and dressed in shades of black. I am not a stranger to the dark, unknown and mystic, even my own heart. Lonely, but I'll always have a home in the shadows. In the shadows. I've always been at home. No one even knows I'm here. Life is easy when you disappear. It's a little brighter underground, turning all the madness into sound. Lonely, but I'll always have a home in the shadows. In the shadows.
Not a monster, or the moonlight playing tricks, but a peculiar fellow. His name was Wolf. As a child, he was found abandoned on Shoegazer Street, left for dead. He spent the first half of his life in a decrepit orphanage, a ward of the Judgement. The caretakers found Wolf less malleable than the other children. His inquisitiveness resulted in harsher punishments, leaving scars all over his body that he still keeps cloaked. Eventually, he put his wits to use and escaped. He lived his life by logic, trusting only the steady hand of the clock. He used the equations to build a sound machine he called the Synthonium. Every sound was carefully calculated by formula. By altering equations and bending broken clock gears, he was able to invent new noises. Every piece had a purpose, yet it never felt complete. He ventured out into the streets to look for the missing piece. Meanwhile, a curious girl with eyes as big as her imagination, finds herself out past curfew. Underneath her porcelain skin, an escapist heart was locked in the cage of her own daydreams. Meet Madeline.
What if there's someone strange as me, playing pretend and making believe? Someone that dreams I'd like to be. Somebody's somebody. What if I had a friend to let come and hear all my darkest secrets? Listen to me, I want to be somebody's somebody.
Not far away, Wolf searched for the gear. There was always something missing. Wolf was touched by something more dangerous than the frozen catacombs beneath the city. His heart began to rattle the bars of his cage. It was as if time had stopped.
What is happening? I can't breathe, but it's magic and savage, wonderful and maddening. I'm conscious in the casket. I'm damaged. I always thought but never felt. I kept my thoughts into myself, 'cause I lived a life in black and white, pencil sketch, but I was blind until I saw the light, the color of love. Before today, my life was great, a skeleton, a dead bouquet. My charcoal heart has changed, the color of love, the color of love. And there's an empty space in between my fingers, your hands to wrap around, to replace. I could stay right here forever, a new man. I always thought but never felt. I kept my thoughts into myself, 'cause I lived a life in black and white, a pencil sketch, but I was blind until I saw the light, the color of love. Before today, my life was great, a skeleton, a dead bouquet. My charcoal heart has changed, the color of love, the color of love, the color of
There was so much he wanted to say, but he couldn't find the words. If only he left it at that. That evening, Wolf fell into a deep slumber. But his mind never left Madeline. He dreamt of possibilities. He saw past the numbers and equations he knew so well and envisioned a way to communicate to her through sound. He was never one with words, so he got to work.
I've been building this machine, but it needs a melody that could draw your heart to mine. And I will labor through the night till I get the science right, turning noise into a shrine. Sincerely, I have a theory, a way you could hear me, to get you all caught up. I foolishly thought of a simple sonata to get you here. It's all the words I couldn't say. You left me tongue-tied, had to find another way. It's all the words I couldn't say. I put these notes together, hope that they explain.
In the midst of the noise, he found the words he was looking for. Well, they weren't quite words, but notes. And with a simple melody, he told Madeline. Madeline followed the notes, where no one dared trespass. And for the first time in his life, Wolf wasn't just making noise. He was making music. You see, the missing piece of the equation wasn't just a number. It was a feeling. From that moment on, they were inseparable. Winters passed, and time discreetly snuck away. You see, when you meet someone as peculiar as you, anything is possible. Even love in a loveless world. Every night after curfew, she was his muse, and he was her music.
Hands are soft, bodies warm, draped in hope. You look like home, uncommon soul, familiar though. Can't walk away, forbidden face. I know you know. To feel this way, so are we sick, or are we sane? This isn't ordinary, it's risky to say. I've been alone enough, you've been alone enough. It took the two of us to feel this domesticate a heart like mine, an animal locked up inside the passion in the perfect sin. There's no mistake, forbidden fate beneath our skin. It isn't ordinary to feel this way. So are we sick, or are we sane? This isn't ordinary, it's risky to say. I've been alone enough, you've been alone enough. Oh, it took the two of us to feel this strange.
We're not sick. The world is. They don't know how it feels. Love is the cure. If only we could share it.
To share the secret is to share a news.
I'd rather die in love than live in the shadows. And make the world feel.
It isn't ordinary to feel this way. So are we sick, This isn't ordinary. It's risky to say. I've been alone enough. You've been alone enough. It took the two of us to feel this strange.
They were each other's impenetrable secret. It seemed as if nothing could go wrong for these two lovebirds. Until... Paralyzed by the idea of breaking Wolf's heart, Madeline locked herself in a room. That night, Wolf waited for her, but she never showed. Or the night after. Or the night after that. Many moons passed, but no sign of Madeline. Deep inside, his heart began to rattle the bars of his cage with a dull ache he had never felt before.
I felt the spark.
I felt insane.
I've been different since the moment that I saw her face.
It's not safe.
Heads will roll.
The laws were written here a century ago.
I saw color.
I heard love.
A funeral for loneliness into my blood.
Is this fate?
Or is it wrong? Maybe we belong. I have built my walls up too high to climb for fear that I might lose control if I get too close.
I'm afraid to fall from these heights and crumble as what frightens me the most. If I get too close, I'm scared to love.
So what has changed?
Reckless feelings rattling inside a cage.
This can't get out.
No one can know. If anybody saw me get emotional, they'd lock us up and wipe us clean.
A canvas with no trace of paint or memory. Is this fate?
Or is it wrong?
What if we belong?
I have built my walls up too high to climb for fear that I might lose control if I get too close.
I'm afraid to fall from these heights and crumble. That's what frightens me the most. If I get too close.
If
stomach it. Convince myself there's someone else. I haven't slept and feeling things I've never felt. What's on your mind?
Oh, it's nothing.
I know those eyes too well to know there must be something.
It's not my fault. The city said tomorrow I'm too late.
Madeline fled the clock tower. She would rather break his heart than be the death of him. They could take a hand in marriage, but they could never take away her memory of Wolf. After what felt like an eternity of restlessness, everything seemed to slip away. Vulnerable and blind to consequence, knew what had to be done.
All unwed citizens of age report to matrimonial temple for service.
Wolf had no choice but to attend his worst nightmare. He would crash the love of his life's wedding.
hiding. Empty, they're dead inside, yeah, they don't know how it feels. They'll never know how to feel and lose the one that mattered. Fighting a world that's shattered. They don't know how it feels.
Gotcha, girl. Life ain't fair. Electroshock in the chair. Life a pain. Punishment. That's what you get. Children of wanted. Then a life is wanted. Got a nice sunset. It's fuel.
They don't know how it feels. No, they don't know how it feels to love and have to hide it. Empty, they're dead inside, yeah, they don't know how it feels. They'll never know how to feel and lose the one that mattered. Fighting a world that's shattered. They don't know how it feels.
Patient in a depressive state. Several abnormalities found in the temporal lobe.
Memories are all we have. A storybook of days past, written in pages of time. When they are taken away, you are hostage to a present with no narrative. A book with no binding.
Detaching apparatus.
I met someone as strange as me. He made me dance and he made me sing, made me complete. I'm finally somebody's somebody.
Setting output to 800 volts.
Listen closely. You can almost hear the tip of the arrow scraping Wolf's broken heart. Famished and awry in the forest, Wolf was swallowed by the darkness. It grew so dark he feared he had gone blind. Even his own shadow would abandon him for the crows. One night outside my tavern, as I foraged at the tree of forgotten memories, a familiar red glow beckoned from beneath the frost. And that's where he met me. Have done their part. It's time for you to open your eyes and see the light. My, how you've grown. I remember you well. I am the chemist. We're safe here. For now. Hundreds of years ago, things were very different. I remember it like it was yesterday. There was a booming artistic renaissance. People were free to feel, free to love. But then, from deep beneath the soil, a darkness grew. People were paralyzed by fear, which provoked a burning hatred. The world destroyed itself. Drowned by sadness, what was left of civilization embarked upon an age of melancholy. With promises for a new beginning, a legion known as the Judgement emerged. Under the Judgement, emotions were condemned, blamed for the destruction of society, and hearts were locked away in cages. A resistance formed and tried to escape the confines of the city to the frostbitten forest. But most were executed before they made it out. Hours grew longer, the nights became colder, and what color was left had slipped away. When all hope had faded, a secret love brewed. 9 months later, the first child to be born out of love in ages. His laughter echoed through the desolate streets. The father held him off. The mother hid the boy by the tree of forgotten memories in hopes to return. and ran to the edge of the earth. Her options were bleak. I found the boy wrapped in a cloak. The first spark of color I had seen in what felt like an eternity. Fable had it. The boy with the red heart would be able to free the world. I mixed a charcoal concoction to conceal his vibrant red heart from danger. I carried the boy back to my tavern. I knew he would be executed if anyone else saw. I hid him in the catacombs, where I hoped the dead authors and artists would help him find his way. I beguiled them in a haze of absinthe. Guided by the skeletons of the past, he crawled his way back to Anhedonia. He was found in the streets, thought to be an abandoned orphan. But he was always different. The boy with the red heart could write a symphony powerful enough to make the world feel, or tear it apart. It was up to him. I told him he must learn how to harness his emotions and turn them into a symphony. A perfect symphony required fear and anger for conflict, a drop of sadness for the minor keys, hope for harmony, joy for the crescendo, vanity for the soloist, and lust as a distracting counterpoint until resolving into the love theme at the finale. There, he would find the key to his heart. I mixed him an elixir that would send him on a journey into the deepest parts of himself. I called it the awakening. He would have to conquer each emotion, or be eternally trapped in a feeling. Do you have any questions?
How do I sit here knowing that my love is locked away? But where will this madness take me? Will I ever be the same? Do I dare to take the risk? Am I a hero or am I an optimist? What if there's more than this? What if there's more than this? More than numbers on my wrists. Ooh, we could live and not just exist.
Remember, you must conquer each emotion, or be eternally trapped in a feeling. Know this, an unbroken heart has much to say. falls from the cracks that creates great art. Nostalgia can rescue your heart in its darkest trial. Retrieve the key. It is your only way out. Hush. Succumb to the potion. The more you resist, the more it suffocates. Let it overtake you. Fall in.
We've met in nightmares and in mirrors and in voices in my head. What would you think I was afraid? You woke me in the night 1,000 times and strangled me with dread. I'll rob you of your innocence. You'll never make it. It's all in my head. This is all in my head. Did you hear what I said? This is all in my head. See
Conquer your fear. Feel the anger burning inside of you. The ash is full of regret.
I got lost in the hours, in the sparks when I first held her in my arms. Felt like years. Clocks don't sleep, but they will rob you of your youth and of your hope. Who you keep close, take the one you love the most, leave you alone, live forever, here's a toast, but no we won't, we die. I blame time for letting me fall in love and then stabbing me in the back. I blame time blame time for letting me fall in love and then stabbing me in the back. I blame time for taking my love away too soon and leaving her in the past. Like there was no tomorrow, one day that wasn't.
Let the tears fall, but do not drown in the sea of sadness. Wolf, what lies ahead is as dark as the shadows you hid behind. But remember, it's as dark in the grave as it was in the womb.
It's vulnerable to sail these waters, to navigate the heart. A war between the muse and author. The battle is the art. In the dead of the night, when you're lost and all alone, I will be your lighthouse. I will guide you home. If your ship goes astray and the storms begin to blow, I will be your compass. I will guide you home, guide you home. It's written in your blood. A martyr sees no glory. No life is long enough. In the dead of the night, when you're lost and all alone, I will be your lighthouse. I will guide you home. If your ship goes astray and the storms begin to blow, I will be your compass. I will guide you home, guide you home. Guide you home.
perfect symphony, you must use every emotion. Fear will darken your theme, but too much sweetness will make the heart sick. Hope and joy will lift you out of the water through beautiful melodies and color, but too much anger can burn the notes off the staff. You must extinguish the fire with sadness. Resolve the tension with unconditional love in your last breath. The finale. That is your symphony. Powerful enough to make the world feel or tear it apart. It was up to him.
With the weight of the world crashing down on top of me, it's all on me. Give me strength, give me peace. Protect me from my enemies. It's up to me. With the weight of the world, the gravity of misery, but you guided me. Oh, give me love, give me light. I feel you watch it over me, and I set them free. And now it's down. Kept concealed. I felt all there is to feel. Let it spill out of my cage. Let it pour onto the page and turn into a song.
Wolf, my dear love, I send this letter from a holding cell beneath the emotional correctional facility. I have faith the raven finds its way, and not to your grave. Please, do not come looking for me, as it will be too late. The doctors know that my emotions are still alive and vibrant despite their treatments. I'll be executed if their next attempt fails. Wolf, please make the world feel they need love. They need what we had. I'll take the melodies to my grave. Love eternally, Madeline.
You must stop thinking with equations and start using your heart. Armed with emotions, he began to let them bleed into notes. For the first time, Wolf started using his heart. At first, it was too sad. Tears began to flood the streets. To remedy, he overcompensated with happiness and ended up igniting a tantrum of laughter. Things got out of hand. But for the first time, the people of Anhedonia began to feel.
Feelings.
Everything inside out. Alive. Yeah.
You hurt my feelings.
Tear up in my eye. Alive. Yeah.
You hurt my feelings.
No longer blind, no longer numb, the people of Anhedonia began to question everything they ever knew. Guided by Wolf and his erotic symphony in progress, they began to revolt. was in disarray. Wolf felt responsible for the violence. Overwhelmed with guilt, he scrambled back to the clock tower to adjust the synthonium. It needed more hope, forgiveness, compassion. He altered the mechanics to dangerous dynamic limits. So dangerous that once played, society would either collapse or be saved. It just needed one last.
Recite the Pledge of Allegiance. Recite the Pledge of Allegiance. On account of emotional disruption to society, assembling anarchy, polluting culture with free thought propaganda, and most unfortunately, falling in love, you have been brought before the judgment on trial. The defendant is guilty until proved innocent. Testify.
Wrote my will, symphony on the paper. Blood will spill in the wake of the danger. No possessions, only love, only love. I'll die for the art, I'll die for the changes, I'll die for the hearts locked in the cages. I'll die for my mother, just like my father. And if I die, I'll leave my love behind. Let me be the martyr. Felt it all, the fear and the sadness, the rise and fall, the joy and the madness. Just like my father, I'll die a martyr, a martyr.
By order of the Judgement, you will be locked in a cage on display while you await execution.
On the night before his execution, believers of WOOLF and disciples of the emotional revolution paid their respects. Fellow lovers found Madeline miraculously alive, but dead inside. They took her to say goodbye. It was as if time had stopped.
Is this a dream? This ghostly face, come close to me, and this must be fate. Madeline, my muse, my love, I'll break the news. My time is up. Death in the afternoon, requiem madness. Soon I'll leave it all behind. One last night to say goodbye till death in the afternoon. It's what I'm meant to do. Every note has come to this. One last night and one last kiss till death. Madeline, I never thought I'd see your face again. Even in my darkest hour, I saw you within. I need you to know you kept my life from caving in. Wake up, wake up. I know you're in there somewhere underneath what's been erased. I never should have put you in the danger that you face. Couldn't bear the thought of losing you, now it's too late. Wake up, wake up.
No one can take these memories, and maybe now, but my love runs deep. Listen to me, you'll always be somebody, somebody.
I found my muse when I found you. This life is short, but this love is true. Remember me, lucky to be somebody, somebody. Listen to me, you'll always be somebody, somebody.
I heard every note.
punishment is death by hanging. Do you have any last words?
The key is now within you. When the time comes, you will know how to use it. Wolf gave his heart to the world. He was born out of love and died in love. His story was his symphony, and he saw it to the very finale. He was the boy with the red heart.
I see tomorrow, I see sun. I see a story that's just begun. Now that we're free, everybody's somebody, somebody. Open up the gates. We saw the world in black and white. Pencil sketch, but I was playing, and every thought I find the power of love.
Are dilated. Several abnormalities found in the temporal lobe, setting output to 800 joules. Patch of Appalachia.